Hey yo, my friend. Nagi flexing over here. Also, I have to point out, if you have... Stare right back. If you have your Twitch on the dark theme, the purple Umbreon blends in very well. All you see is the eyes and the purple ring. So it's even more creepy. Always dark, yes. The white pages for anything are just too damn bright. Well, I hope it works for you, Alex. I really, really do. Right? Flashbang! Okay. Fingers crossed. A sort of fix? Okay. Time to go back to Calusia. Bumra. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Am I doing that right? I always get that confused.
Now let's see. What is the last thing you can remember? I don't know. Go on.
Nice. Oh, I'm like right next to it. Okay, I always get that confused for some odd reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna stop this because I actually like the in-game music for NeiR. Also, that's drowning me out, I feel like. Okay. Word about Comra. A new rumor that... Ooh! Ouch. That sucks. You heard the latest rumor out of Comra. The strangest find in recent memory, though actual details as to what said find actually is have yet to emerge. If you do happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear 'em. The suspense is killing me here. Hey Nagi. Do you mind if we run a few things first before we get too far ahead? Because I'm like almost to 80. on Samurai. As you guys can see, I have like half the bar left. So if we can run at like normals, probably trials really quick, I can see. Yes. Fingers crossed that it only takes those two, because I do not wish to do everything just to get that bar full. Oh, did it work? I'm gonna go to Comra here really quick, but I'm gonna hope that this pops soon. Oh, I don't blame you. Let it load. Let it do its thing. I'm gonna pull everything apparently, but I don't care. Hack, cough, cough, hack. I think all I have left. Yeah, right? Don't die. I'm gonna double check this, but I believe all I have left for this is story quests over here. Lucia, yes. Oh no, I have one. Is it one down below? It has to be one down below that I missed. I went to the wrong spot. That's okay. I can fix it. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm pulling things! At least with this, I have something to do while the queue's going. Camera! Wyvern! Hey you! How are you? I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a new discovery of untold value that only a select few are allowed to see for themselves. That said, there may come a time when I find myself utterly fascinated by that pile of rocks over there, and would be completely oblivious to anyone attempting to sneak past. You're a woman of the world, ain't you? Don't make me say it plain. Wicked White, how bloody stupid are you? You, the imbecile, give me the guard 10,000 gil. Then you, the imbecile, get to walk past me, the guard, and see the amazing find. Got it? About time you started playing by the rules. Lolly, what in the blazing hell do you think you're doing, man-ho? Is that any way for a guard to behave, is it? No, Chief, sir. No rations for you tonight. Oh, Chief, no mercy! The lolly ho, I know, right? I'll get back to it. Aha! Our machinist is named Cake Meme. Oh, and we have McDonald's, the astrologian. What are you doing? I always get annoyed when it's just out of max melee. Also, when I can't see where the heck I'm standing in there. Come on. While Lala has benefits, right? You can get a little closer. Oh, wow. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That was my own dumb. Oh, I went too far. Wow. I'm being brilliant today. Alright. I knew what you meant. About time you started playing by the rules. No Russians for you tonight. Chief, no mercy, mercy! It's not fair. I tell you, a dwarf toils day in and day out for a pittance, only to try and make a little something extra on the side, and what does it get him? Right, well, anyway, bugger off. None may pass without Chief's permission, which I know you haven't got. Wait, don't tell me. I assume you came all this way to put in for the position. Sorry, but it's already been filled. Don't go playing silly buggers with me. The queer ruins we found deep in the cavern, through a tunnel over there, the one you filled with all kinds of machina. To the point we've started calling it a bloody machina graveyard. Yes, well, we were looking to hire on another god, but the position's since been filled by that fellow what tried to swindle you a moment ago. So you're out of luck, I'm afraid, but chin up, lass. Your time will come around again soon enough. Since you're here and still unemployed, mind delivering a message for me? It's for two younglings in Comra, Anog and Konog, sister and brother, twins, found fond of wearing white and black, twin thing, I suppose. The message is as follows: Lolly bleeding ho, this is no place for children to be messing about. Stay far, far away, or else. Got it? Lolly bleeding ho. I love the Chief's little throw-ins in the middle of all that. You got business with us? The chief put you up to this, and you agreed. Haven't you got anything better to do with your time? Wait, those garments. The quiet confidence. Those powerful neck muscles sculpted by a lifetime of nodding. This is that sinner everyone's been talking about, sister. She's the guileless fool we've been waiting for. The perfect patsy. Good thinking, brother. Let's get right to it then. You wouldn't happen to be that kind stranger everyone likes and adores. You are, aren't you? Perhaps you would be willing to do us a teensy-weensy favor. Of course you would. My brother and I are conducting some highly secret research at the moment, but we've hit a dead end. To continue, we need to get our hands on an automation core. So I'm to be your patsy? Oh, no! Don't be silly. Everyone knows you're the soul of a generosity, a sinner who cannot help but render aid to her fellow sinner in their hour of need, not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? This is another one of those moments where it doesn't matter what I say, does it? Now you're on the trolley. The core we require is being stored with other sundry materials on the cliffs above us. Once you have it, bring it to my sister. I am being taken for a ride. Oh, wait. Before you get too far ahead. Noms are required. Nom, nom, nom. Dwagar Mountains. Ah! I knew I could make it. I'm curious. Curiosity for the purple kitty. Ah! Damn. I tried. Right. Ah, there's the sinner now. And is that the core spy in her hot little hands? Brilliant! All we've got to do is sell this for a small fortune and then we'll be one step closer to seeing our plans for world domination to fruition. Oi! Anog! Lolly, nay on the world domination ho! Oh, right. That was a close one, brother. Now then, for our next request. Lolly, what in the hells are you two up to, ho? If you are even thinking of taking advantage of this good sinner, I'll tam both your hides and toss you from the top of White Oil Falls. Now get you gone! Sir, yes, sir. Sorry about that. They don't know any better on account of them being all on their own, no parents. They've lost... One sec. They've lost more than most, you could say. More than anyone ever should. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Everyone says you're the soul of generosity, a sinner who cannot help but render aid to her fellow sinner in their hour of need. Not for fame or fortune, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? What's up, Alex? Yay! We're short a lantern at the dig site. Should be another in the cave just outside the village. Mind going and fetching it for me? Of course you do. Once you've got it, bring it to me back at the dig. Oh, and don't worry. I'll see you compensated for the trouble. Yay! Alex can play Wilds now! Yes. Because I don't want to deal with the spooters again. No spooters! I say let Ruffian in there and have him burn the place to the ground, but you know... Speaking of spooters... There you are. I presume that lantern you're holding's for yours truly. Much obliged. Here, a little something for your trouble. Never let it be said that a dwarf of character doesn't pay his debts. Anyway, if you've nothing else to discuss, just let us pass already! We want to see the ruins. Please, 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 please! No, 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 no! It's dangerous and off limits, and even if I were the sort of man who could be bribed, which I'm not, I'd be shocked if you two had anything valuable enough for me to risk my neck looking for the other way. Why are you and everyone else so bloody obsessed with trying to get a look at the cavern filled with mysterious machina anyway? It's just a bloody scrap heap, isn't it? No, it's so much more. Based on our research, we have reason to believe that those ruins contain... Hush, sister, how many times must you nearly give the game away? It's supposed to be our secret. Oh, yes, right. It's just so hard sometimes to contain my enthusiasm. Nothing. These ruins contain nothing of value whatsoever. We shall leave you to your affairs, honorable god, sir, and bid thee farewell. Honestly, I'm beginning to hope that there really is nothing of value in there, for all the trouble it's causing. But as I was about to say, if we've got nothing else to discuss, then you'd best be on your way. It's dangerous to wander about an active dig, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. Except for... Bark, bark. Alright. I need flights! Alright, let's get this queued up. We just did normals. Trials. Yes, it's down there. Yes, if it's laggy, it still works. That's the important part. Oh, hey! I don't need a excuse to do this. Thornton! Thornton! Hey, we have Zephyr here. He's up. I'm leaving that alone. Right? Safety spot. Look away! Get back here! Coward, get back here. Hello! Dodge. God damn it, I'm hitting wrong buttons. Yes, hi Alex's mom. Nope. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. I'll never unhear that wrong. Impossible! You're dead. D! Hey, you! So, I might have to switch DCs, but we're gonna do the unlocking of the NeiR raids today because it was late enough to get started. Hey! No. I wanted to do it, but you know. I didn't get started on streaming until almost 8 p.m. PST. Imagine being on Ether, right? I know a ton of people. I'm one of them. There's too many weirdos out there, so I figure if I'm online, I'm gonna use a fake name. You know, I didn't even think about it. I should have just teleported. Yeah. Poked around Comrade, did you learn anything about that big find? Look right there. A machine graveyard? Interesting, interesting. This could be the beginning of a great and grand adventure. Or an utterly nonsensical one, though that does have its appeal on occasion. I'll allow. Hail, sinner, have you heard about the string of thefts in Comra? Word has it that they haven't the foggiest. Who's behind them? Not a clue. I've gotten desperate to find the culprit. I'm told they've gotten desperate to find the culprit, I'm told. Pointing fingers at any who so much as sneeze in a suspicious fashion. Why, the next thing you know, they'll be blaming their old rivals in Tumar. Wicked right, they would do that, wouldn't they? Damn those thin beard blighters. Listen, sinner, you go and tell them that if they try to point this on us, there'll be consequences. Ah. I mean, that's different. Your nickname is Gamer. Yay! Yay! That'll be cool. Okay. And then after all is said and done, get Wilds downloaded. Yes, we're on Sarg. Check and see if you can get over here. If not, we can move DCs. I just want to get this done. Wait, are they allowing me to do this? Because it's... I'm not even level 80 and I'm doing this. I won't be able to enter the raid, though. No. Yes, Lottie bleeding. Oh, it's you. My apologies, Sinner. Been under a bit of stress lately. Don't really have time to chat. Although, perhaps you can help. I know you welcome these sorts of requests for aid, after all. Things have been going missing, you see. At first, it was just the odd tool here and there, but then the thief began making off with finds from the dig. Valuable finds. If you've got the time, I can use some help in identifying the culprit. I don't like to think of it, but it's likely that the thief is one of our own. Hard to access the site otherwise, and I've investigated most of the unfamiliar faces in town to no avail. I can't very well ask you to stroll up to folks with a lolly-ho done any crimes lately, but do have a look around. Perhaps you can find a clue that I've overlooked. I'll take anything at this point, frankly. I kind of knew it too. Um, one sec. Is this safe-ish? No. I'm gonna go down to right. No, I don't want to use the teleportation token. It's not that far. Ba-na-na-na. It's re-clear day. It was kind of a given that that was gonna happen. To Ultros we go. Here's a cutie pie. At least it was quick to get over here. Right? Oh. While I'm waiting for that to go, I need to do something really quick. Yes, you a pup. You a pup. Aside from give attentions to a pup or dog. Who is staring at me, sort of. What, baby girl? I almost forgot something earlier. So 1 second. Okay. Back to Comra. Sweep. Sweep. Always somebody being swept up over here, Limsa. Always. It is kind of loud. Take 2 of this jaunt over here. Back to what I was doing. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. And once Alex is at a cutscene. Actually, Nagi, I'm gonna pass you lead. So that once Alex is out, you can give it to him just in case I'm in the middle of something. You can pull Alex in once he's at a cutscene. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that some of these places that you visit in Final Fantasy XIV have natural lights in the area. Like flora or fauna that has lights. If you want to queue us for something, go ahead, because I still am not level 80 yet on Samurai. I'm almost there. That might. Get the bracelet. To the dig site, Chief. You don't look to have our criminals stuffed in your pack there, but I take it you found some manner of clue? A bracelet? Hold on, I think I've seen this before. It belongs to a young lady in the village, if I'm not mistaken, though I couldn't say how she came by such a valuable trinket. Seeing as regular folk can hardly fail to notice when some jewel-encrusted goes missing, she'll likely not be wondering where it's gone right about now. You'll probably find her in a panic, all the better for getting her to spill her secrets. damn beardless son of a shite-eating hob! Where could my bloody bracelet have gone? You mean this one? You found it? And you're returning it too? Well, bugger my beard. Thank you ever so much. It was a gift, and I hate to have lost it. A gift from who, you ask? You probably don't know him. He's a guard over at the dig site. I had no idea that sort of a job pays so well, but it must. When we met, he was a right bastard where money was concerned. I could hardly get him to pay for my ale, but of late he's been downright generous and much better mood, too. Oh, and so very affectionate. Yes. Focus on the bracelet. If you insist, I don't know where he got it, though we don't do a lot of talking. If you're that curious, you'll have to ask him. He keeps watch over the entrance day and night, so he's not a difficult man to find. Lady, I hate to tell you this. I feel a theme today. We are in Heavensward stuff today. We beat it. Yep. If I have to, I'll get Samurai to 80 some other time. I do not mind waiting. I'll be sad, but I don't mind waiting. This is gonna stay the same. I like this glam. I just wanted to be able to use some Samurai for NeiR. And it suits her very well. I had thought about changing it, but I don't think I will. Unless I can find something that really stands out. You know? If anything, it might just change what glam I use on the weapon. I like your glam, it's cute. You always have cute glams. What are you talking about?
I will not yield to you! I have the power!
Uh-huh.
Down with you! Down with you!
Right. You know, I want to have for my house as outdoor furnishings, like an active version of those two automatons. Black Knight and White Knight. That'd be kind of cool. Because I know you can get, like, the toy versions of those. Yes, you have a standard bulb. My Demi. What's up, baby? What's up with the baby? You can go get mom. Okay. I may step away for just 1 minute here in a second, guys, after we're done with this. That is cute, Nagi. Yes. You're not a wash-up raider.
Be done with you! Sickness must be purged.
Sickness must be purged. You disgust me.
And now the
Final curtain. Wait. I've heard that line before.
This shall be a mercy. You disgust me. Sickness must be purged. Be done with you.
Oh, I barely got out of the way of that.
Sickness must be purged. Sickness must be purged.
Yo! Level 80. Sa. Oh, Chiffon! Are you alright, my friend? Our friend. Alright. Kick him. We need to kick him. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's get this going. Thank you. Thankies, thankies. Come on, let us in, let us in! Come on! You know you want to. What I want is for you two to bugger off. I'm a watchman, not a stand here while everyone annoys the piss out of me, man. Wah! Don't look now, Anog, but our very dear friend is here, and so very heavily armed, too. I'm sure that she can help settle this little dispute. Of all the... Why are you here? As if costing me my dinner wasn't enough. How did I afford a jewel-encrusted bracelet on a watchman's salary? That's none of your concern! Oh, but I have a feeling that the chief will be quite concerned indeed. Doubt my words all you like. I won't be intimidated by the likes of you. This proves nothing, you hear me? Nothing! Well, I don't know what you were accusing him of, but I'm absolutely sure he's guilty of it. More importantly, he's made off with the key. After him! No! What are you guys talking about? All I came back was to you two talking about main tank and debuffs. So I was like, what? What is this madness that we have conversations about going on? God damn it, no! This is starting to feel like real work. We've got you cornered. Don't think he's alone, sister. Oh dear, a hasty retreat does seem to be in order. Just so. That's right, surprise triplets. But what now, Balding? You don't think I'm that weak, do you? Oh wait, you do. Wait, where are my tombstones at? Enough. One second, guys. I grabbed myself a pudding cup. Very well, I confess I did it, or we did it. We took turns keeping watch while the others picked other items from the dig site and sold off whatever seemed valuable. And we would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for those meddling kids. Also, you, however old you are. I just wanted to impress her, but there's no chance of that now. All I can do is grovel before the chief and hope that he doesn't punish me too harshly. I love the Scooby-Doo reference there. If it wasn't for those meddling kids. And you. I've always loved the Scooby-Doo reference there. Right, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. That case closed then. It's a good job that you showed up. Who knows how long this fuss would have continued otherwise. As for you, you won't be getting any dinner tonight, that's for certain. No, anything but the dinner! To think that I was employing 3 brothers in disguise this entire time. I doubt I'll be changing my vocation to detective anytime soon. That is cute too, Nagi. By the by, haven't seen Anog or Konog, have you? Usually when they go this long without getting underfoot, it means they're up to something. I'd be grateful if you track them down again and send them my way. They're peskier than a pack of pixies, but even so, I'd rather keep them where I can see them. You know, that's a tongue twister and a half. What is that? That's supposed to be seed or green or rice. I don't know. That's the watch taken care of, but we never did get the key. You mean to say that you picked it up and no one's even noticed it's missing? Splendid! I shall open the door and then you may escort us on our foray. After all, everyone knows that the only thing that brings you more joy than being of service to your fellow man is adventure. Indeed, your adventurous spirit calls you toward ever greater challenges, no matter how staggeringly ill-advised or outright suicidal. Rude, but fair. Isn't it just? Hurry along now. There are secrets to be found here. We'll be the ones to bring them to light, and possibly to market, depending. Maybe we'll even give you a share of the spoils. A small one, mind. All I'm picturing is anybody taller than a Lalafell is on all fours to go through that doorway. Also, I have a question. How did a row or a Hroth fit? That's not the female. Those doors are not wide enough. Locked, which bodes well for us finding something worth our time, within assuming we can get it open. The moment of truth, then. Why is everybody's idea explosive? Well, she could get down on all fours and crawl. And most thin people can. But Hroth and Ro are kind of, well, the males are kind of bulky. So that was easy. Intruders sighted, eliminating with extreme prejudice. What have you done? I forgot she didn't have her mask on at first. Wicked white. Like, literally. The machine life forms. Machine life forms? What are you talking about? Why didn't you blow up? I am nothing but 2P. Call me 2P. The rest can wait. Machine life forms must be stopped. To do that, we must reach the heart of the ruins. Come. Anog, Konog, don't you dare! How bloody stupid are they? Listen, Sinner, I know we've put you to plenty of trouble already, but I need you to stop them before they dig themselves any deeper. At this rate, someone's going to get hurt. Another door? Who needs this many doors? Sealed per defensive protocols, I believe. Protocols? Schmotocols! We've got something for this immovable object. Unstoppable force. Uh-oh. And uh-oh. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lock's gone. Surprised the door's not gone. Mwahahaha! How did you like that? I'm sure you were told to keep us from getting into trouble or some such nonsense, right? But who took care of those machines? Us. Who got the door open? Us. Who's going to find out what's in there? Us. Okay, I see a Skippy. How's it going, Raspberry? I'm doing good. I do see a Skippy. Oh. Skippy did the S-E. Do you see a Skippy? As in S-E-A, Alex. Oh, is my eye level too low? Yes. That's an easy fix, though. Crystarium. No. I just got it to 80, so there's that. I didn't even think about that. My gear is a little low. Alright, go ahead, Alex. Now it shouldn't fight us. I'm at 452. There's Skippy. Oh, that's cute. Shinryu one works well with that glam. Oh. You bought all the crafted gear? Nice. I mean, I know your wallet's probably not thinking so, but yeah, no. Nice. Okay. I don't have everybody to 740. I bet. Here we go. That feels better. I need to get Gunbreaker, Dancer, and Gunbreaker, Dancer, Red Mage, and Sage. All to 740. Even though I don't raid with more than Ninja. Including your Astro. Come on, Q, pop already. War, Astro, White Mage, Sage, and Dark Knight. Yeah. I just am focusing on getting everything finally to level 100 for all my mains on my main character. That's fair. I'm currently working on Dark Knight, which I believe is 95 or 96. Or 94, one of the three. And then after that, I will have Bard and Samurai. And that's it. I'll have all my combat classes to 100. And then all I'll have left to do is all of my crafters and gatherers. And then I will finally get the specific amount. Actually, I wanted to check that achievement. Is it every class or just all the... Okay, it's just the combat classes. I just wanted to make sure. Come on, Q. Why you no pop? Right. Right. Makes me almost think to go get the start of Eden going. 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Come on, Q. Come on, Q. Right. I will. I think I will. I'll go get started on Eden. It's in the middle of nowhere. So we're doing something at least. One of the Crystarium guards is particularly relieved to have found you. Ah, Ilani, have you seen Reen? She's been looking for you. I have not. Wait here, I'll go and get her. Right. There you are. The truth is, I need your help. Okay. Now hold on, I haven't even told you what it is yet. After you defeated Emitsil, I sensed a strange concentration of light. Somewhere far to the south. In the empty. The lands that were once swallowed by the flood. I can't tell you what it is, but we have to find out. For all we know, it might even be another Light Warden. But whatever it may be, I don't intend to stand by and watch. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Ingrid and Oriange and I have a few theories that we plan to test once we find whatever's causing this. The three of us were reluctant to ask for your help considering everything that you've been through. The thing is, you're the only person who can defeat a Light Warden without becoming one yourself. So we have no choice. While we don't want to jump to conclusions, it would be a good idea to have you there just in case. So, will you come with us? Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Atlani. This means a lot. First of all, let's head to the derrick in Almarang. Thancred and Oriange should have everything ready by now. I have to get to that one after I go all the way up, but I'm going to Almarang. While we wait. We're climbing slowly. Help! We need help! The problem is it's also reclear week, or reclear day, so... It's okay. I can get these unlocked. I hope the desert creatures didn't give you too much trouble on the way here. I doubt they posed any sort of challenge to her. I said I could say the same with confidence about whatever fiend may be waiting for us up there. Even if the light that Reen sends turns out to be nothing of consequence, the empty is hardly the most welcoming of places. Anything that could survive out there is not to be trifled with. Moreover, it should be reiterated that the light-blasted wasteland poseth as severe a threat as any foe we might face. In any event, we are in agreement that this phenomenon doth warrant investigation. Though, for lack of a more precise means of navigation, we must needs rely on Reen's innate abilities to guide us. Excuse me, I have formed several hypotheses regarding the nature of the light, but speculation is a poor substitute for first-hand observation. There'll be plenty of time for us to talk about it on the way. Is the Sky Slipper ready, Thancred? Ready to take us wherever we need to go? Aye. Back again, too. Maybe if we ask it nicely. Though the light hath been expunged from Norvran, the ambient ether of the empty is still corrupted, dangerously so in fact. The flood of light devastated everything in its wake. The soil, the air, the water, all rendered incapable of supporting life. 'Tis due to its imbalance that the empty remaineth utterly... Take two. 'Tis due to this imbalance that the empty remaineth utterly uninhabitable, even a century thereafter. That's why we're taking every possible precaution between the etherometers I have packed and Reen's unique abilities. We should be able to detect and measure any fluctuations in our alignment. According to the Crystarium scouts, a few days out there won't affect us to any noticeable degree, but much longer than that, and we risk becoming sin eaters. Since we still don't know how chocobos and armoro will fare in the empty, we opted for a more mechanical mode of transportation. This comes courtesy of the researchers at the Mean, who found it in the Crystal Tower and restored it to working order. It's quite safe, I promise. The person in charge said he'll have parts delivered from the Crystarium should anything break. He seemed quite eager to see what we bring back from the empty, even though I told him we're not hunting for treasure. I'll introduce you if we have a chance to stop by Modsuk at some point. Anyway, I think that covers everything. When you're ready to leave, just say the word. And down it went. Well then, shall we? Smeargle! Right, that's why I'm doing this. The name like the empty. I wasn't expecting much in the way of pleasant scenery, but this is downright depressing. To look on the land swallowed by the flood with mine own eyes, 'tis a chilling sight indeed. Approximately 9/10 of this world are as this, a slate all but wiped clean. Were it not for the warriors of darkness and Amphilia. Reen, are you sure we're heading in the right direction? Yes, I'm certain. There's no telling how far away it is, though. Nothing for it but to keep going, then. You two back there may as well take a nap. I have a feeling we've a good few moms ahead of us. I have to say, it's a touch larger than I was expecting, and is it sleeping? The empty. No, it's waking up. I don't like the sound of that. Is it a light warden? No, I don't think so. Instead of being filled with light, it is light. The first Sin Eater. Long have I strived to unravel the mysteries surrounding the flood of the light, to discover what set the terrible cataclysm in motion. Every thread led to the same conclusion, the same single point. Or single being. I have reason to believe that the entity we see before us is the first Sin Eater, the instigator of the flood, the very foe Nymphelia vanquished a century ago. She gave everything she had and won. But, oh. Aye, the possibility cannot be denied, though it is oft said that destruction and creation are but two sides of the same coin. Reen, knowest thou of what I speak? The power to shape reality, to bend the laws of nature, for what was once shattered may be forged anew. Lucy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Sierra or C, whichever you prefer, and we are currently doing the NeiR raids, or unlocking the NeiR raids, and Eden on my alt at Lonnie, and taking a break from normal raiding today, like M5S, because some of us weren't really up to it, and it got late. So, you know. I will. I love both of these. That's all well and good, but don't you think we should give it a name first? Ah, how good. Ooh, nice. Eden. Utopia in Fae. A most auspicious title. Now that that's settled, perhaps we should find a spot to set up camp. I even brought a couple of tents on the off chance, but pitching the damn things is something of a fine art. Does anyone fancy helping me? Ooh, congrats, Nagi! I need to clear it, but also I need to find a way to overcome the... Right? I feel that. Those are the parts that are throwing me the hell off all the time. You're right. Sounds about right. I never realized that putting tents up could be such a bother. Still, I'm glad that we got there in the end. Thankard should be back from scouting the area soon. Once he's here, we can plan our next move. It was all on you. Nice. If we can get somebody else here or a couple other people to join, we might be able to get it to pop, and that's a big might. Oh, jeez. It is a little difficult. I wonder what's taking Thancred so long. Oof. Yeah. If I would have gotten started at 7 or right around it, that'd have been different, but it was almost 8, and usually I don't even bother after that time because we're not going to get a group. But even considering that, we're just queuing for copied factory and I can't get a queue to pop. Oh, damn. That's terrible. Oh, there he is. It is. Well, that was rather uneventful. Not that I'm complaining. Did you find anything? No, thankfully. There are naught but barren plains in every direction. Apart from Eden, obviously. I tried approaching it, and the brute didn't even seem to notice me. I thought it best not to tempt bait, so I withdrew. We should act now before it's fully awake. Meaning what exactly? When I think about the flood of light, I get the feeling that rather than destroying everything in its path, what it actually did was stop the flow of ether. I'm half tempted to queue for a copy just to see how long it takes to get in. I was with friends, so I bet. Yeah, a copy does usually take a hot minute. This time I didn't even wait nearly as long, and I'm having a hard time finding a group. But I'm also having, I know for me, reading this tier is going to be terrible because of the fact that I am dealing with somebody in the household that is having medical issues. So there might be days where I can't raid for the week, and well, that's going to put me back. It hasn't been nerve-wracking, it's just been awful because, like, none of these groups are hitting their proc points. No, not really. Yeah, it is very hard to raid. Of course, that meant that all of the plants, animals, and people here could no longer survive. They must have crumbled to dust in the years since. But the ether is still here, lying dormant. If Eden is the one that caused it, maybe it can get it flowing again. I don't know for certain, but I think I can use Eden to bring life back to the empty. Now hold on a minute. What makes you think that's even possible, and how do you expect to control that kind of power? Reen's aspirations may not be as preposterous as thou dost surmise. You don't have to be skilled to just spend time in fights. Right. Spend time in the fights and just... It's literally just effectively bashing your head against the wall until you get it right. The only thing that I would say skill is literally just learning what to look out for and learning how to predict. I believe that's true. I believe Minfilia halted the flood's advance not by destroying Eden, but silencing it. Yes, and learning your rotations. And in doing so, she has gifted us an opportunity too precious to waste. Right? Even now, the flame of hope burns on. Right? I, as Minfilia's successor, it standeth to reason that Reen doth possess the means to exert her will over Eden, but such a monumental task is not to be taken lightly. What sayest thou, Lonnie? I imagine this is easier said than done. Yes, you're probably right, but I have to try. Very well, Reen. You've made up your mind, so how should we go about this? I have an idea. I've been studying it carefully ever since we arrived, and it seems to me that the light is more concentrated at a certain point. I suppose you could call it the core? That giant Talos had a core too, like a beating heart. It controlled the flow of ether. If Eden's core is the same, perhaps we could use it to restore the etheric balance. I liked Minfilia. I saw, at least for some, I saw why people didn't like her. Because it felt like she wasn't doing anything. She was just there. But I think there was more to her than they let on. And more than they were able to put into the game proper, if that makes sense. The theory is certainly sound. By employing Ethernet shards as beacons, perhaps we could trace the ethereal flow to Eden's core, and in doing so, secure the means to teleport to the very heart of the beast. The Echo, but she did... Yeah. Well... I kind of got why they didn't have her as a combatant. I do. Because they were trying to make it to where she's not necessarily the combatant type. She was supposed to be the leader of the group, but then that fell to Alphino because she died. which a lot of people didn't like anyway. Yes, having the Echo does not make you an exceptional fighter. It just makes it to where you can sense things that others can't. We just happen to be both an exceptional fighter and have the Echo. Thankfully, the Settlement Council has kindly furnished us with a plethora of apparatus by which to perform such feats. And even then, Menphilia wasn't ever meant to be a fighter, though she does have some bit of... She does! And she wasn't meant to be a fighter, and that was the big thing. She has a little bit of combat prowess, but not a lot. She was meant to be there as, pun intended in this case, guiding light. However, we must needs first have Reen study the entity's interior and chart us a suitable course. Once we have reached our destination, I shall fabricate a means by which you may directly communicate with Edom, mayhap exert a measure of control over it. You can really do that, Orianjay? All credit is due to a dear friend, a gentle soul long since departed, who imparted to me a wealth of knowledge concerning etherology. Although I am certain she would be all too quick to chastise my methodology. Excuse me for interrupting this trip down memory lane, but I don't imagine that Eden will be too happy about us rummaging around in its innards, for want of a better term. In all seriousness, though, I wouldn't be surprised if is some sort of welcoming party arranged for intruders. Perhaps you had best lead the way, Atlani. It's true that she's the only one who can defeat a Light Warden, but I'd rather not rely on her any more than we have to. Yes, I haven't forgotten what happened when she absorbed too much flight, but as Alize said, making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. Now, I wish I could put down Light Wardens myself, but the simple fact is I can't, and there's no point in pretending I can. That's why I'm asking Atlani. Then perhaps I could... You already have a job to do, remember? The only reason this plan even has a chance of success is because of your involvement. We need you to concentrate on the task at hand and guide us to the core. Not only that, you'll have to keep an eye on Eden itself. If we somehow manage to make it angry, get us out of there. Are you sure you want to go through with this? That's what I do best. That's what I do. I won't let you down. Though we will remain here, Reen and I shall do our utmost to guide thee along the ethereal stream. After thou hast breached the exterior, we shall remain in contact via these link pearls, courtesy of our comrades in the Crystarium. She was meant to be there to be my character's wife. Aww. Being relics salvaged from the Crystal Tower, I fear they may be somewhat less reliable than those to which thou art accustomed. No worries. I trust you too. Eden's Gate Resurrection, now accessible. Alright. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna BRB really quick and go do a quick bio. No. And then we can get going on this. Alright, I'm back. Thank you. Okay, go ahead and queue us. And let's see what pops. Let's see if a normal raid pops. Yes. The teleportation apparatus hath been calibrated successfully. I believe the probability of irreversible disintegration to be relatively low. I'm concerned about that. I saw it actually, the whole DSR standing for Don't Starve Revolution. Bankrupt, are you really having trouble starting a fire? I can't get this bloody thing lit. It must be because the ether has stopped flowing, just as Ring said. Though if this plan of hers and Orionge's actually works, we might have to stop calling this place the Empty. What are you talking about? Keeper of Knowledge, Eden Prime. Hello, Thomas. And We're in space! No! Right. Booyah. Defeated it. Sure. It seems that Thancred's prediction about there being some sort of guardian was right. Thankfully, it was nothing that you could handle. And I'm glad to say that you haven't absorbed any light either. So far, so good. Now that the way is clear, the Ethernet shards can send us to the core and back whenever we need. Why don't we give them a try? You're not a terrible healer. Space. Once Oriange has activated the device, it's my turn. Right. Especially considering you can make it to where we don't remember to do our mitts, but most of us don't forget. I do on occasion, but you know. Oh, goodness. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. The time hath come, Reen. Watch over me, Minvidea. Is this supposed to happen? Right? Eden is offering considerable resistance. Oh, now, not when I'm so close. Ryonjay! I am unharmed, but what of Reen? No, you listen to me! Reen, be careful. Is that there for doubt purposes there, Nagi? It works. I'm in control now, I think. Yeah, I think is the concern. Although I'm now linked to Eden, I still need to figure out how to give it commands. Pray tell, what caused it to convulse so violently? It must have been when Eden rose into the air. I'm still struggling to stop it from drifting too far from the camp. Even now, thou art? Reen, what's going on? Ah, above us, something's coming this way, an enemy. But how doth that... Ah, could it be a Sin Eater? I can't see them clearly, but no, that's impossible. What is it? Inside, too, lots of them, trying to reach the core. Uninvited guests, eh? If I'd known they were coming, I would have tidied up the place. Right? Ah, right? Japes are a poor substitute for viable stratagem. In that case, I suggest that you and I deal with the ones who are already inside. And that Lonnie can welcome our airborne adversaries. Reen, find out if Eden has any defenses we can make use of. Preferably ones that don't recognize us as the enemy. Not sure about that, but I can use the ether currents to send you wherever you need to go. That's mega. Alright, everyone, we've got work to do. I don't know where that weird accent was coming from for Vinkrid. My brain is tired, apparently. From what I can tell, Eden is able to form some simple structures by redirecting ether. So I'll try to give you something to stand on. When you're ready, head for the portal over there. Descent. One second, let me change classes. Okay, go ahead. Eight mans will always go fast. Yawns. Yawns. Huzzah! Accidentally in the right spot? I'll take that. I forgot to move. That was my bad. Yay. Oops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ah, Jesus. I know better on that one. I can't believe I even did that. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, it does. Because it's never quite middle. I've noticed that one. Alani, thank goodness you're unharmed. We came as soon as we took care of our unwanted guests. They were a stubborn bunch and quite unlike anything I've ever seen in the first. No, I won't let you. Damn the light. Damn you all. Who are you? What do you want? I... Why am I here? What is happening? She's she's alive, but there's something strange about her ether. She didn't seem too pleased with Reen taking control of Eden, which may be what caused her to appear out of the blue. Beyond that, it's anyone's guess. "'Tis plain she is not a sin eater, not even in part as Vothri was. Yet this knowledge does little to assuage my fears, for she is nonetheless possessed of a power most terrible." On the other hand, if she's feeling cooperative, she might be able to tell us more about Eden. I'll keep an eye on her until she wakes up. There's no telling what will happen when she does, but I'll make it clear that we mean no harm. Well, no further harm, at least. Obviously, it's not a good idea to bring her inside Eden. It's likely that reaching the core was her aim from the outset. So I'll take her back to camp. Now that things have settled down, I should get back inside and try to strengthen my link to Eden. Although I had my hands full trying to control Eden, I caught a glimpse of your battle. That power. I've never seen anything like it. What thou witnessed was the tearing of the very fabric of reality, the creation of a rift through which void scent may enter. But pray tell, Reen, didst thou make any other observations? I couldn't sense any light at all in that girl, or her servants. And I can't really explain how, but she reminds me of Emmett Silk. Though I think it unlikely that she is an Asian, she may yet be a thrall to Zodiac. Maybe we'll be able to find out more once she's woken up. In the meantime, I'll try to improve my control over Eden. It seems to be listening more than before, instead of screaming at me like it was in the beginning. That's not all. I've made an exciting discovery. I feel a lot more confident in my ability to control Eden now. Of course, this is only the beginning. And we shall accompany thee wheresoever this path may lead. But pray tell, what manner of discovery hast thou made? I understand how Eden's power works, and therefore the true nature of the flood of light. Yes, it affected the balance of all the ether in the empty, shifting it so far towards the umbral that it stopped flowing altogether. The power to tip the scales, and to tip them back again. That's what Eden does. It controls the balance of ether over a wide area, forcing it from one alignment to the other. Left alone, it still poses a threat, but if I can harness its power, I think I could use it to breathe life back into the empty. The trouble is, I haven't the foggiest idea where to start. And if I go about this the wrong way, I'll do more harm than good. Thou needest not bear this burden alone, Reen, nor should thou. 'Tis no simple matter of awakening that which lies dormant. All things in nature are inextricably linked. Elements maintain a fragile harmony without which life cannot prosper. So what should we do? A solution hath begun to take shape in my mind, though it will require further discussion. For the time being, let us return to camp. It would be remiss of us not to involve Thinkred. My friends, I believe I have struck upon a method by which we may see this world restored. Oriange, before you go any further, allow me to make a potentially very long story slightly shorter. The plan is to control Eden and realign the ether of the empty, right? In essence, yes. However, unleashing elemental energies haphazardly will not suffice. In addition, the empty is unfathomably vast. Were we only able to effect change over one small region at a time, it would take many lifetimes to complete even a fraction of our task. Instead, our energies would be better spent revitalizing each element in order that we might set in motion a more widespread transformation. One at a time? I hate to say this, but I don't think Eden will be able to draw out a single element without affecting the others. For that very reason, we shall select a location in which the ambient ether we wish to restore is at its most potent. Even in a dormant state, certain elements will be more prevalent and therefore more easily manipulated. Then we rebalance the ether and return it to the land, whereupon it shall be borne on ethereal currents to the farthest reaches of the empty. Well, what's to prevent the element from breaking free of Eden's hold and causing a disaster of some sort? It must needs be contained. Question is how. Atlani, indulge me for a moment, if thou wouldst. Pray imagine a corporeal manifestation of each of the individual elements. What dost thou see in thy mind's eye? Surely not. Mayhap thou art afeard to utter the fateful word, for to even speak the name primal is to invite misfortune. Though invite it we must. As the ether is drawn forth and realigned by Eden, we shall perform a summoning as Master Louis Swall once did on the fields of Cottonwood. As one who hath laid low countless primals, thy memory will shape the ether into a deiform entity, which must subsequently be dispersed in the traditional fashion. So defeat it, in other words, but is that even possible? I eat primals for breakfast? I effectively said that. I break my fast off primals. It's either that or be torn to shreds. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure I can. I like that last one. Lest thou forget, 'twill be no more than an approximation of a foe thou hast previously bested. I have every confidence in thine abilities, Atlani. As do I, though it might help to have some idea of what you'll be up against. Have you decided which element to tackle first? I propose water, the source of all life. As for the location, an area to the west of Norvrant was once home to the world's deepest ocean. Alas, the flood of light reduced it to a yawning chasm. Watson, yes, that seems like a good choice. I'll see if Eden can take us where we need to go. And I shall prepare for the summoning. Thancred, wouldst thou keep watch over our enigmatic antagonist? She may have vital information to impart. In the event that she becometh agitated, thou mayest have need to restrain her. Fear the power of Lala's roar! Someone's got to do it, I suppose. I'll be praying for your success while I wait here, twiddling my thumbs. Thancred's not a man to sit idly by. Normally. Still, I must say, I don't envy you being caught up in yet another one of Urianger's madcap schemes. Though, come to think of it, if the creature you must fight is born from your own memories and imagination, why don't you try thinking of something a bit tamer than the primals you've fought in the past? Perhaps that's not how it works. Anyway, best of luck. We went chaotic. I don't know about that. Eden seems to be responding well to my instructions, so we should reach our destination in no time at all. Alright, this is the place. I'll see if I can draw up the water aspected ether. The rest is up to you, Lonnie. Memories of Leviathan come flooding back. Time to fight the giant water snake. Chaotic, not savage checkerboard. There's a difference. Snake. Ba na 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 na. Yes, I'm sure it's not an eel. Well, this one might be. True. Could be both. Put the high chews away from me. They're delicious, but I want them away. I love high chews. Rosalia. I'm tired. Baby girly. No, 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 no. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! Damn. I should go do some hunts and get them. Yeah, you did that on purpose, Alex. Because I told you I misread that yesterday. So, for those who weren't in the chat yesterday, Alex was telling me that his coffer hadn't sold yet, and I read that as coffee instead of coffer. My brain just auto-corrected on that one, and I just... Nope. They're coffee now. Come on. No. I might call it after this one, guys. I know this is the shortest stream in a while, but I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. I want to finish this fight. I want to do this one, but I'm having a hard time today. No, it's not, but it's the shortest stream I've had in a while, so that's why I'm just kind of like, I feel bad, because I've been trying to keep them to 6 to 7, over 6 hours, but I don't think I can manage that today. Also, I did want to bring up, right, not this Saturday, or no, this upcoming Saturday, I won't be streaming because a family friend is graduating from university, so we're going to that. And then there's a dinner party planned afterwards. And then, yes, hopefully. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is that the 13th, my mom has an appointment to help with the start of her chemo. It's to put in a port so she can get it done. So that is really early in the morning, so I don't know if I'm going to stream that day. I'll see how I feel after being up in time for a 6:45 appointment. And that's 6:45 a.m. Yeah, let's not go for that one. And that was some lag. Oh wait, no! Oh, thank God. I thought for certain I was biting it on that one. Leviathan, Leviathan. Let's go, man. Maelstrom. How dare. Without falling off the edge this time. Timing! Ooh! Mine's on cooldown, but I can help. It's usually how that works. Of course. Just as I do it. Leviathan, Leviathan. I know you do. Tank, stop trying to murder me, please. Right. I know, they were moving so much. They settled for a second and then moved again. That's fair. That was incredible. Is that what a primal looks like? He didn't look like that when I fought him. Oh, not quite the same then. But why is that? The Leviathan of the Source was summoned by the Sahagin, to whom he was no less than a god. Without their faith, the deiform entity that we brought into existence differed on a fundamental level. though it was no less formidable. Right? The manifestation relied upon Atloni's experiences of Leviathan and may have been influenced by recollections of other water-aspected beings, leading to further discrepancies. Memory spots alive. But I still can't tell if our plan actually works. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. You went the wrong way? Uh-oh. How goes it? If you finish slaying your primal or whatever it is, I suggest you get back here on the double. There's something you ought to see. Right away. Yeah, go ahead and disband, Alex. I'm kind of tired. I might do a couple things off stream. Maybe not on Atlani. I don't know yet. But you can go ahead and disband. What could that be? Evidently, our only recourse is to return to our base of operations forthwith. Plus, I need to get some sleep because I have running around to do tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to take that out. Oh well. I'll grab it now. Or here, afterwards. Lonnie, look. Have a good night. By the 12's good grace, this 'tis a marvel to behold. I never thought that a whole lake would suddenly appear like this. And we're just getting started. I only hope the burden is not too much for you, Atlani. Yes. Alright, we're gonna stop here. Again, you guys, I know you guys aren't too worried about it, but as much as I wanted to keep going, I need some rest. So, we're gonna raid out here. Today's what, Tuesday? Yes. Tomorrow I will be back. We will be starting Expedition 33. I know there's somebody in the group that is super, super excited for that. I don't want to quote a specific time right now because it depends on how the night goes or the day goes tomorrow. So we shall be having fun tomorrow on Expedition 33. And who shall we raid out to? We've gone to Zora a lot lately. You know what? Let's go retro today. We're gonna go to iZombie. She's currently playing Sonic Mania. Right. And we're gonna go cheer her on. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Love you all. Be kind to yourselves and to each other. And see you all tomorrow. Have a good night all.